Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is currently 8:40 something in the morning, and today I am making breakfast. Mind you, the washer is going on, so try and ignore it as much as you can. I'm using this tripod. It's not the strongest. I've had it for over 2 years, but you know, it's not the strongest, but it does what it will do. So for today's menu, we're going to make. Anyway, there's a lot of smoke going on, not to mind. So today menu we're going to make some oat. We're gonna make buffroat, and then we're gonna make scrambled eggs for the family. We're gonna start off with measuring how much oat we need. So before we cook our oats, we need to soak it in some water. So I don't have, this is what flour I'm gonna use for my self-raised, for my buffroat basically. It's not a lot, so, and anyway, the aim is not to make a lot anyway, so, but just putting out there, it's not a lot. Anyways, and then so I'm gonna mix two types of oats. This is the organic porridge oats. This one, my sister loves this oat. It's really good, but I'm gonna mix it with the ones that we have as well. Anyway, so in a big bowl, we're gonna put our oats. So I'm going to use a lot of this Scottish porridge oat wholemeal. So this one, this is the brand I'm going to use. I'm going to pour it in the bowl. And it's not a lot. I'm going to mix it with this one. Why am I mixing? You're probably wondering. I have no reason. I have no clue. I just wanted to see, literally, just see how things goes basically. But yeah, I have no reason to mix this, but let's see. So the one that I am mixing, this is the organic oat, friendly on for 200 years. Oh, that's nice. Oat selected for you, natural. Anyways, this is the product. That's the oat, but I'm using most of this because this is what we like, you know, we like this one, and my sister likes this one. I don't know why. Hi, how are you? It's very smoky in my house because, you know, we always burn something early hours in the morning, cleared air, make it natural, you know, good energy, sort of a thing. We're gonna add some water here. So when cooking, so we're just making some breakfast. We're making some oats, so making some oat porridge, and then we're making some buffroat, which is the Ghanaian buffroat, and then we're also going to make some scrambled eggs. I'm actually going to do this scrambled eggs a little bit different from my usual scrambled eggs. Anyways, every scrambled eggs I make is different. I don't know. I don't go by the traditional scrambled eggs. But yeah, so we're gonna soak the oats in some water for like 10 minutes, 2 minutes, I don't know, until I'm ready to make it. But you don't have to soak it for that though. Yeah, oat is good. Oat is really good. It makes you feel, you know, in the morning makes you feel, and yeah, it takes you throughout the day. Not all throughout the whole day, but good amount of hours. So we're gonna move on to the next thing that I'm making, which is buffroat. So you might not, I don't think the word buffroat is out there so much. Most people know this as puff puff. That's how I feel like puff puff is out there much more than buffroat. Puff puff, I believe, is how the name the Nigerians call it, and then buffet is the Ghanaian way. The Ghanaian way we call it. So we call it buffet, basically. It's similar in the English word, British way. It's similar to not donuts. It's similar to donuts. Similar. It's not the same, but it's similar to donuts, basically. And you make it with, so you make it with flour. I think it's mostly almost similar to, anyways, you get what I mean. So you're gonna need flour, we're gonna need milk, and then we're gonna need sugar. So in my case, you need white sugar, but I have brown sugar, and I struggle using brown sugar, especially when I'm making puff puff and it's brown sugar. So what I like to do is, I know my washing machine is a bit loud. Sorry. I'll just pause it for now whilst I explain things, and then I'll turn it on when I'm literally doing this stuff. Anyways, so when I'm making puff puff, I struggled when I'm using white sugar, brown sugar. I don't know why. Sometimes when you bite into the puff puff, I can feel like the sugar has not melted all the way through, which I don't like. So what I tend to do is that when I don't have white sugar and I have brown sugar, I put it in a glass of milk. Yeah, I've had this cup for like 6 years or something like that. It has BTS. If you ever was a fan or is a fan, whatever. So that's why you see I made this myself. Anyways, besides the point. So I have some milk and I have some sugar and I heat it up for like a minute, and then I leave it to cool down. So that's what I have done here. I'm just gonna stir it up just to make sure the sugar has melted all the way through. You see, there's still more sugar. I just don't know. Anyways, I'm sure I'm not gonna struggle with this, but this is about to lactose. Oh, you are? Oh, this is not for you then. But yeah, so the sugar has melted a bit more, but there's still a little bit in there. It's okay. You can never win with brown sugar. Brown sugar is good, but when it comes with baking, always use white. It saves you Anyways, so we're gonna go with cinnamon powder. You don't have to use cinnamon powder. You can use nutmeg or any sort of a thing you can use. And then lastly, we're gonna add some vanilla extract. I do have some, so I have more. Oh no, I don't have much left. Oh, you know what? It's fine. I know where I can get more of my vanilla extract, but where it is very deep. I need to probably stand on a stool or something to try and get it, and I feel like it's a bit of a hassle to just get vanilla extract. And I have a little bit left, a little tiny bit. I don't know if you can see it. I probably will put some water in here and rinse it. It's so little. Oh, I don't want to ruin it. Anyways, so you need vanilla extract. One thing I also learned many years ago is I saw somebody use egg for it, and I tried using egg, and ever since I used egg, I have never gone back to using it to making my buffer the same. It's like I have to always add egg to it. But honestly, egg is an optional. So I'm gonna put one big egg. This is the medium size, so I'm just gonna use one. Alright, so let's do this. When you're making this and you don't have self-raising flour, you actually need to have yeast. Yeah, and you have to wait for it to rise. I cannot wait that long, to be honest. So I always go for self-raising flour. Now, I don't know how much this is, but it's a quarter of a bag. It was literally here. That's how much I can say. Hi, welcome. Wifey, Oh, you back. Every time I see that, I'm like, I know who you are. You're going to mix. So when it comes to like baking or anything, you mix all you mix all wetness first, and then you mix all dryness. So in my case, I am going to crack the egg, and I'm gonna mix it with this milk here. We're gonna mix it well. We're gonna add more milk, okay? This is not this is not the only milk that we need, but we're gonna add some more. I should probably use a fork. I don't think this is doing it's sorry. I'm kind of struggling to mix this. So I'm gonna mix it. Yep, much better. And then we're gonna use the vanilla extract, which is not, oh my god, there's not even one drop. Oh, I really need to go up here. Hold on. Oh gosh. All right. So this, yeah, I'm making butter. I am making butter. So this container here is where I keep every extra stuff. I've got popcorn, I've got all-purpose seasoning extra. I keep everything extra. I have vanilla here, and I've got vanilla. Oh, this is pineapple. I thought I used this long time ago. Okay, anyways, I have pineapple, and then all-purpose seasonings, salt. How big of a salt I have in my house? Big salt. This is sugar. I don't know what this is. And then all seasonings, and my favorite seasoning. I'm gonna take this one out. We'll see. We're gonna use this one. So I know I need to top up on my vanilla extract, but this is a big one. I don't think I'm gonna finish all this in no time. Anyways, let's put this back. That was very long. Anyways, I put everything back, which is longer than I expected. Let's open this up. Gosh. It smells so good. Anyways, I'm gonna put a couple in here. About a teaspoon. Table? No, a teaspoon, not a tablespoon. If I was making a big batch, I would definitely add more, but you know, a little bit goes a long way this thing. All right, so all the wet ingredients has been sorted out. I'll put that to the side. In here, I'm gonna do all the dry ingredients. So we have cinnamon powder. So what tends to happen with this is that my mom gets the cinnamon sticks, and then she grinds it herself, and you know, all that. And a little bit goes a long way, so I'm just gonna add a little bit. Like, what's this? A quarter of a teaspoon. I don't even think I'm gonna use all of it. Where's the lid? Where did I put the lid? Lid is here. Okay, where's the lid? Hi. Welcome. All right, I'm gonna also add a pinch of salt. You don't have to do this. This is like optional. You don't gotta do it, honestly. But I'm gonna add a little pinch of salt. I feel like sometimes salt kind of balance things up, especially in like in sweet, things. I feel like it balances things up. So you can use a mixture, like you can use a whisk and whisk everything. But I'm gonna use my hands at the end of the day because I'm those type of people. When I'm teaching you how to make butter, I can't go by measurements. I will tell you to use this amount of that and that and that. And then when I feel it with my hands, how the texture is, I'm like, it doesn't feel right. And I'm like, okay, add a little bit more of this. It just doesn't, it's not very accurate. But I did put up a recipe a while ago, but I think it was from who? I tried someone's butter and it was just perfect. The measurement and everything was just perfect. It's all my channel somewhere there. Somewhere there. Anyway, so as I said, I'm not going to use this. I'm just going to use my hands, which I trust more than any measurement. So we're going to go ahead and put our mixture. So here it has sugar and milk and egg and something else, vanilla. We're going to pour that in here. Everything. I'm going to wash my hands because we're going to be... drop. I'm going to pour the rest here. And then we're just going to mix. It's getting really thick. I don't want that. So I'm going to put a little bit more milk. Now, if you don't have milk at home, I'm making some boiled fruit at the moment. Or puff puff. If you don't, I was gonna say something. If you don't like milk, you can go ahead and use water. Many people use water. I mean, I used water many years ago, but I don't know, I prefer I prefer the milk because it makes it so rich. So just basically taste reference. This is very thick. It's not supposed to be this thick. It's supposed to be very loose, but I'm gonna add water to it gradually. And one thing I like about using this self-raised flour instead of like plain flour is because like when I mix this, I can fry it straight away. I don't have to wait for like an hour or two for the yeast to like activate and whatnot, So if I don't have self-raising flour, I literally don't make I don't make butter. Oh, gosh. Oh, my arms hurt. You know the weird thing is I have a mixture. I have a mixture at home. I mean, at home, as in I have a mixture here underneath this cabinet. Will I use it? No. I don't even know why. I don't have a reason why I won't use it. Anyways, get more milk. So the reason why I'm being a bit cautious about the amount of milk I put in here is because I don't have a lot of, what's that? Some red stain thingy. Alright. I don't have a lot of flour. The only flour I have here is plain flour. And if this becomes watery, like, I don't have a backup flour. So I'm being very cautious with how much I put in. All right. So I feel like this is mixed a little bit too thick for my liking. So when you're going to fry, it's not ready to fry, but when you're going to fry it, well, you have to fry it either with your hands. This technique is a bit hard to learn. So you can either use an ice cream scoop or a spoon, but using your hands is also better. I'll show you what the technique is. So in your hands, you're just going to scoop like that. You're going to use this, your thumb, to, and you just like push, and then that's it. And then in the hot oil, you're just gonna drop them like that, and then it falls in. It creates a perfect shape. But honestly, it took me a while to learn this, and mind you, I've been doing this for like probably, I could say, over 10 years. But one thing I realized is if you cannot do that, you can just use an ice cream scoop. You just scoop it, you just stop it in the air. I don't have an ice cream scoop to show you or demonstrate, but yeah, you can use that. It's easier. I've seen people use it, so I know it works. Anyways, I'm gonna add a little drop of milk, and then we're gonna call it a day with this. So as I said to you earlier, I can go ahead and straight away fry this just fine. Oh, I feel like the milk was a little bit too. Yeah, and call it a day. But we are doing quite a few things today. As I said, we're making oats, we're making scrambled eggs, and then we're making this butter. So the oats has been resting up in some cold water. I am going to start making the oats. Or should I make the oat later? Late, like, you know. Like, should I make the oat, like... Anyways, I don't know. Alright. Let's just clean around this thing. Alright, this is perfect. I'm gonna wash my hands and I'm gonna cover this up because I'm not gonna do it now, but I can do, but I'm not gonna do it now. I'm gonna need to sort out a plan on how I'm gonna do everything. Alright, so yesterday I made a stir fry. Oh, actually, I won't say it's, well, I made a stir fry filling, and then I used the filling to make wraps, make chicken wraps with it. Really good, really nice. I'm left with the stock from that, and with that stock I have left, which is here, I'm gonna use it to make so this is the stock here. I'm gonna use it to make omelette. It's gonna be good. You stay tuned for that. I'm gonna do that now, actually. I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna cover this up. I'll cover this up and then leave it to rest somewhere, because I've decided to, whilst I'm making the oats, I can fry this. So yeah. Oh, let me check the time quickly, y'all. Oh my god, Melissa needs to wake up. My little sister. She has classes. Anyways. Oh, and also I bought this. I bought these glasses. Has anybody used these before? I'm gonna show you guys in a minute. These glasses. Have anybody used them before? I bought it a couple of months ago. The purpose was to put oil and oil and vinegar. So it came as a pair. So I was gonna use oil and vinegar, but I don't know. I haven't, as I said, I bought it a month ago. I've not even used it. So its equipment is here. So I think this is, you know, to put the oil or whatever into, and the lid. But anyways, I'll do that later. So we're gonna use my electric cooker for this. Now this is where I took out the stock from earlier. So I'm just gonna heat up the pan. Sorry, I'm making such a noise today. It's too early, isn't it? It's too early for such a noise. It's 5 o'clock now. I'm gonna heat this up. Heat this up. Let it heat up. I'm not gonna use a lot of oil. So I have there's a bit of chicken stock, chicken pieces in it with the stock. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crack some egg in there. I'm gonna whisk. I'm gonna pour it in here, and you know, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I don't like wasting things, you know, and especially when it comes with seasonings and stocks. I don't like wasting them. So I always find a new way to kind of use it, because I have no purpose for this, so I could chuck it away, but I'm not going to do that. And this, if I should be cooking rice, I would have literally added this away. Anyways, so we're going to crack some eggs. So I'm making the scrambled, seasoned scrambled or flavored scrambled, I don't know, for the whole house. So I'm going to be using it. This is a medium. This looks like a small egg, you know. Anyways, just gonna put it in. We're gonna put a lot of eggs. So we've got 3 eggs in there. So we're gonna go 4, 5, 6. 6 eggs. It should be enough. And we're gonna split among each other. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it needs a bit more egg. 1 more egg. So we have 4 people in total. This should be fine. Left with 4 eggs. Now I don't need to season this because this is already seasoned. Because of the stock already, you don't need to season this because it's, you know, it's already rich in seasoning. You don't need to do anything actually. I'm just gonna mix everything up. Mix it really good. Stuff on my clothes. I got stuff on my clothes. Anyways, I think I want to add veggies. You know, I feel like I want to add a little bit of healthy, you know, I don't know, something veg to the scrambled eggs. At the end of the day, I don't think if this I can call it scrambled eggs. I need to find a way for it, but not scrambled eggs. Alright, so we've got the eggs here. I'm gonna add peas, frozen peas. I'm gonna fry up some frozen peas, and then that should be a little bit of healthy element to it, you know. A little bit of frozen peas. Where are you? So I've got my peas. I'm gonna pour a little bit here. Now this makes me feel a little bit better because at least I'm adding some greens. Some greens to this. Oh, that makes me want to cook. my goodness. Anyways, so we got the peas in here. You know, just gonna mix it up a little bit, fry it up. You know, one thing I don't like a dry scrambled eggs. You know, you're gonna cook up your scrambled eggs, but you don't want it to, you know, fry it all the way. It becomes dry. You know, sometimes you have to leave it for the heat to do the rest. I mean, if you turn off the stove, the heat remaining will do its rest. So that's why I'm frying up the omelets and frying up the peas first before I add the eggs mixture to it. So the peas can cook through as much as it can, and then I can then go ahead and add in my eggs. That way I don't have to, you know, fry up my eggs for longer because I want the peas to cook. Anyway, so keep an eye on that. The egg is ready. Let's move on to the oats. So I'm gonna be having, I'm gonna cook my oats in here. Gosh, I want to open the window. Right, I'm gonna put these. Cooking oats is very simple. Making oats is fairly easy. So this oat will not take long, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. I wanted to make porridge. Well, this is porridge, but I wanted to make like cornmeal porridge. If you have cornmeal porridge, cornmeal there that can use for porridge. But I was like, no. I don't know why I said no, but I felt like we haven't had oats in a while. Anyway, so I'm going to put a little bit of oil because, as you all can see, there's not much oil going on in this pot. I'm going to put just a bit of oil. I did tell myself I wasn't going to add oil, but I'm like, oh my god, I'm coughing. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and add in the scrambled eggs. Mind you, we haven't added any seasoning. As I said, we don't need to add any seasoning. I'm gonna mix the peas in it. Alright, let's put this in a sink. We're gonna put our oats in here. I feel like this is a little bit too small, maybe? I don't know. No, let's put our oats in there. Is it small? Feels like it's too small. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and add some water. So with oats, It is optional. I feel like you can go ahead and add a bit of salt or not add salt. It's up to you really. But I tend to add salt in mine. So I'm gonna add a bit of salt. I feel like it balances things up, especially with I don't almost went far with the salt. Anyways, so my oats is ready to start cooking. Scrambled eggs coming up really good. Gosh, this is a lot of eggs. It feels like it's not a lot in this pot. Maybe, I don't know. I'm looking from that distance, but. And for the breadfruit, I've got the pot here. Where's my oil? I'm using a bit of a different type of oil for this. It's fine. Any oil is fine. So I'm going to start. I'm going to start. I don't know if I should use a metal, you know. Like it's not scraping. Scraping the bottom. So as I would like it to do. Come together real good. I'm gonna lower this stove. Actually, I'm gonna turn this stove off and I'm gonna let the heat finish the cooking of it, so that it doesn't, you know, it doesn't become dry. Alright, and then I'm gonna start off also with the oats. We did put some salt in here, didn't we? I believe I did. Some salt. Mind you, I didn't even taste anything. I didn't taste anything. That's how much I trust my cooking. I'm like, it smells good. And then you taste it, and I'm like, yep, it's good. Anyway, so we're gonna mix this up. I'm gonna add a bit more water. So I have my oats going, and then I have my oil going. We're gonna make the breadfruit out of that oil. I'm just waiting for it to heat up, and then we can do that. You know what would be good at this point? If you go ahead and add a butter, like a little bit of butter in there. Good. I don't have. No, I do have. I have butter, but it's not enough to go around like that. So it would do. It would do. Or you can add some oil, I don't know. But I would add butter. So first breakfast is done. I have the, what's going on? I have my breadfruit here. It hasn't done anything. It hasn't done anything. I wasn't expecting it to do anything. If you leave it in like room temperature for about an hour or so, it's gonna rise. Basically, it's gonna like, yeah, it's just gonna rise up. I don't know. I don't know how to, you know, put it in words. But it will do. Yeah. But in my case, I'm not doing that because I use a self-raising flour, so better. It's fine. It's better and it's fine. I just want this to boil up a little bit. I am hoping it doesn't boil over, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't like the sound of that. It's some sort of sound of, my oil is hot. Actually, this is what happens when you do two things if you multitask, with both items being very sensitive. I've lowered the heat of the oil, so I'm hoping it's just gonna delay the heatness, and then I can literally focus on the porridge for now. I don't want it to go lumpy, that's why I keep stirring. I keep stirring. Alright, so I'm gonna swap. Okay, it's gonna be bubbling soon. I'm gonna swap this with this. And alright, it's already low. Hey, Ma, Petroniani, hey, Mame, Yima. Is it past? Yeah, almost past. 10 o'clock. Melly, can you wake up Ima, please? Anyways, eh, punya ni mama mio. Mai, Melissa punya ni ma.
It's also in nine.
Maybe also in Temo. Mai, Melissa. Oh yeah. That said, what do you call it? That said 9:15. Punya ni ma. Gosh. My tripod. So I've got this tripod. I've had it for years now. It's getting a little bit on the weaker side. I have another one, which normally I would use for my streams, but I feel like this tripod has been neglected. I feel I'm sort of something towards it, but every time I use it, I remember why I don't use it. Oh, what happened? Ma, pachamanya ni ma. So I'm using a light here. Also, the light in my kitchen is not so great, and it literally, you know. Anyways, so gosh, this is so terrible. Oh gosh. Anyways, this is fine. I don't know. I feel like this is fine. Ooh. Alright, so let's do a bit of a recap. My lighting is not the greatest, but we're gonna work with this. So, my lighting is not the greatest. It's not the lighting, it's the tripod, but I am trying to blame my lighting, so my tripod also bad. It's weird. Why am I even saying that? Like it's a human being. Yeah, my tripod is shitty. I have a better one, but I have been using it most of the time, and I feel like this one has been neglected, so that's why I have this one. But overall, it's what happened? Let's put in the bin.
Ruben, is there anything I can eat whilst I'm going to classes?
Yeah, the omelette is ready. The card should be ready in a few seconds or so. You can have either.
And this one is.
This is scrambled. So you can have that. Do you want me to get you a plate?
Oh yes, please.
Okay, hold on. I don't know what you can. I think we don't have any. Do you know by any chance? No, but never mind. I don't think you would know. But I'm struggling with my lighting. Alright. I'll get you a plate. Let me know when it's enough. So we don't eat so much. Do you want to have porridge with it?
Yeah, just some more.
Okay. So a bit more.
Yeah, that's enough.
I think this is finished. Okay. Yeah. Sugar?
Yes, please.
Is it my awake?
Yeah.
It's the one dropping it. What is that?
Ma.
What have you? Put it on your name. Yeah, mix it well. It's a bit hot.
Lemon did.
Oh, you might. Oh, that's salted. Okay, I really need to change my tripod. My porridge is done. So this is totally optional, but you can add some milk. To your porridge. So I like to add some milk to my porridge. Anyways, this is evaporated milk. You have it with the porridge. I need to do the butter now. I just turn this off because it's just still cooking. I need to do something. Yeah, I was thinking of changing my tripod. I know this old one, it's done its best. Okay, it's done a lot its best, but it's beginning to frustrate me. So let me change it. So this is the one I use. I'll show you. So this is the one I'm gonna swap to. It's very steady. I love it. Um, so I'm gonna swap it with this one. Just bear with me for a minute. I just swap my tripods. I'm gonna show you the one that has literally given up on me. I had one of its own for like many, like a very long time, and then it gave up on me a little bit, and oh, I need one. Anyway, so this one, I like this one. It's much better. It's much better. It's much steadier. I like it. But you know, I'll bring you guys a bit closer because what I'm about to do, it's a bit more close up learning, close up observations. You can say that. So this one is the one that has given up. Has given up a little bit. I've had this for a couple of years. If it's with my phone alone, it's okay, but the moment I add the lighting thing to it, it just gives up. I think it's a bit too heavy for it, so I don't tend to use it as much as often. Anyways, but it's been good. I've been stopped at the airport security because of this tripod, mainly because they thought it was a weapon or what some sort. But it's okay. It's taken me through a lot. Anyways, let's start with the buffer. So this is the mixture we did this morning. It's been resting. It doesn't have to rest. It doesn't need to rest because it doesn't need to. But because I was doing so many things, I left it at the last because you have to keep an eye on it. And when I mean you have to keep an eye on it, it can burn easily, so it needs your full attention. That's why I left it to the end. I'm gonna wet my hands. This is so hot. I can already feel it. I'm gonna mix this up. Don't need to mix. Look at how elastic it is. You want it to be like that. I'm gonna put a little bit inside, as always. I always put a little bit inside the oil, just like a taste test, sort of. Not a taste test, but just to test the oil. But I know the oil is hot, but I still do it. All right, let's get to this. So just gonna grab a piece. As I said, you just gotta like do like this. You know when you do like this, it just moves around, and then you're just gonna relax it. The oil is too hot, to be honest. My thing is gonna burn. Anyways. Just gonna do, and then you're gonna put it. I'm gonna roll. I'm doing really small sizes. You can do big sizes. For instance, this is gonna be it's not gonna be a big one, but you can do like a big size. It's fine. It's literally blowing up. Normally it's not like this. So the first and second batch of my buffer most of the time are good, but those times that are not are literally now. Trying to be fast so everything can cook together. It's browning way too fast. The oil was hot for a while, so it's just. I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna stop and just see where we go with the rest. I'm hoping things works in my favor this time. So this one was a taste test one. This one, but it's burnt, so we can taste it. Yeah. Anyways, so whilst this is cooking up, I'm going to set a bowl where we're going to put this in when it's done. Alright, so we're going to put that here. So this is basically seal. Is it seal? I don't know. In Chi we say sonia. It's a sonia. Maybe I'm even pronouncing that even wrong. I don't know. But you get what I mean. We're gonna mix it in. We're just gonna keep turning things around. Just keep turning so that each side can brown nice and even. Some of them, it looks like it's done. Like for instance, these two babies here. If I leave it in there any longer, it's gonna burn. So I'm just gonna take those babies out. So that's for breakfast today. So we made the porridge, we made the scrambled eggs, and now we're actually I haven't tasted the scrambled eggs. Taste test scrambled eggs. Scrambled eggs is good. Makes me happy. Alright, so while we wait for these ones to fry, we can taste these ones. Now, these ones are very hot. I am praying. Look at that. Oh, and then yeah. Right. Look at that! It's so fluffy. Fluff, 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 fluff. We're gonna taste. I don't know, I'm a bit nervous. The sugar level in here is 0. It's a 0. I am so sad. I don't know what to do. It's not a lot of sugar. Oh my god. I don't know what to do. If I had white sugar, I could go ahead and put some white sugar in here. But the thing is, I don't have white sugar, and brown sugar is just gonna mess up the whole texture. What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? This is annoying. You know what? I'm gonna leave it as it is. It's still edible. But the issue is not enough sugar. Oh well. We're gonna be taking these out shortly. Good. I can't believe there's not a lot of sugar. Ah, this makes me a lot frustrated. It makes me frustrated. Anyways, let's go on. It's not a lot of sugar. It's fine. My sugar and also cry. I don't know what you guys gonna do. Go dump it in here. I'm gonna be a quick fast today. Be a little bit fast. Not to worry, just more. Just need to fry it. Right, so these are frying up really good. There's not a lot of sugar in these porridge, which is quite sad to be honest. But it's okay. We're gonna have porridge. It's gonna be a lot of sugar. So this is so I need to put more milk in it. It's so hard. I mean it's so thick, like hard thick. That's not how you want your porridge to be. Well, that's not how I want my porridge to be. So I'm gonna put some milk in there. And then I'm gonna dish some. Hey, good morning. Okay. No. This one. You can, you can leave it there. You can dump it in there. She's doing plumbing. She's doing plumbing.
Oh, should we do plumbing?
I don't know. You wanna go in there?
I didn't that single elevation. Crazy.
I don't think so.
Sink like that. What shoe? Which way you show I feel today.
Let me tell you, so what that's all I found.
My family is so cute. They're just having a conversation and I'm just listening to it. So I'm just not, I'm not just standing here doing nothing.
I'm coming to come and part me. Okay, you should be talking.
What's not going on? Alright, so we're making the buffalo. Still making the buffalo. The porridge is done. It just keeps cooling down and it keeps getting really hard, which is annoying. But overall, it's done. So, I'm gonna move on to the next one. Oh! Hard. I'm good. How are you?
I'm gonna be in this.
Those are all strings.
How much is it? Oh, yeah, I can't jump the number. I mean, try that. How much is it? I'm going to try it. I'm going to pay up. Okay, it was a bit fishy, I'm going to say.
Yeah, I was wondering why you're coming from here.
Yeah.
And I was actually even done.
No, when I came wearing that.
Really?
Yeah. So me came with my weird and I went upstairs and I came back again. Why did you wake up early like that?
I was up and nothing to do. Did clean, then making breakfast. Made oats, made scrambled, made butter, but the sugar is not a lot, so.
So you have it by yourself.
I'm not having it by myself. Everybody's gonna eat it. We're on a healthy month. March is a healthy month.
Why did you wait? Why did you choose my birthday for that? My birth month. Why not December?
It just happens
Why
to be
not December?
March. We can do that in December. It's fine. It's fine. We can do that in December.
Yes, I'll call too.
No, I think Mom is done.
I think I enjoy doing that outside.
For real? Alright, you go ahead. Help yourself. Help yourself. Alright, so this is done.
What time does this one came up?
Ooh. I brought it up around 8, 7. You just wake up and you sleep again. That's
I
all.
did?
Yeah. You just wake up and you sleep again. That's what you've been doing.
Yeah, I think I'm going to brush my teeth.
Yeah, tell me you're done. Breakfast should be done. I mean, the buffer should be done. No, you know, the remaining of breakfast. Alright, so we're just taking out the buffer. So this one, you know. So this is how much we have left. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and put this in the oil. Gonna be fast with it. Ugh. This is the last bowl. I could have divided that bit into two. So I am officially done with breakfast. I'm gonna dish out everybody's breakfast at the moment. I have the dishes to wash as well, which is a little bit too much. I don't want to do the dishes. But the dishes is not a lot. You see, it's not as much dishes as I have to do. Babe, should I bring breakfast? Babe, should I bring breakfast? Yeah, I don't know. Why?
It's community. Come.
Huh? Sorry? Kindly come. Why?
Come on.
What's this?
No. You said you were bringing my food. Bring it. That's what I'm saying.
You only Wait, you gonna iron?
Right after eat.
Oh.
Yeah. Then to make us say,
No, I don't know what I'm gonna wear.
that is what I'm saying, huh? Come take the time.
Do you know that I possibly might not own a black dress?
Yeah, but also we have to find something closer to black.
In my Adriane.
We have to find something closer to black.
Go back to it.
Yeah, oh, come in and cut there. We're going to go through. I can't go back to the time.
So we're gonna heat up some water. We're gonna dump some porridge. Mau coco. Bowls. You know, I don't like. No, don't think so. I don't like thick porridge. Anyways, yeah, maybe yeah, free. Ma upe porridge pe. Upe cocoa pe. I filled up the pot too much. That's not good. So, I'm going to add a bit more milk. Even though we're going to add, when we eat it, we're going to add a couple of things. Liquidy things. God, I feel like it's too much. It's too thick. Johnny, anyways, I want this to fry up quickly. So I don't think we have hot chocolate. Hot chocolate is finished. I don't have much left. So hot chocolate is finished. I'm gonna add. We have one upstairs, so I'm gonna add it. I'm gonna pour some milk in the porridge, get it to loosen up a little bit. So we don't want to like a war paint porridge. Perfect. Oh, check up on the buffer. Buffer is done. Buffer is done. So yeah. Hot water is done. Let's make a cup of teas. I want tea. Hubby wants hot chocolate. Wait, what? I thought I started it. Sugar. Tea bag. Oh man, it failed. Tea bag. Hot water. Water. I'm gonna take these teas upstairs quickly. And then I'll bring the remaining one as well. Alright, so my buffers are done. Woo. This is hot, hot. This is done. And we're all done. So breakfast is served. We have porridge, we have scrambled eggs, we have butter, which is freshly made early in the morning. So fresh, 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 fresh. Hi, want a butter? Want a piece? This is, I wouldn't say sugar free, but I would say less sugar. Healthy version of this. Okay, I get it. I'm coming. You ain't gotta do that. I'm coming, okay? I'm coming. No, I can't. Alright, so that brings us to this morning's live. Later on today, I'm going to be cooking a ton. Yeah, I'm going to be cooking a ton. I'm going to make some garden eggs too. I'm going to make a few things because we don't have much in the fridge. And then in a couple of days, I'm going to go back into the workforce. So I need to top up on food. So yeah. But I'm going to have this deliciousness. I hope you guys learn a few things or one or two things about this. I really do. If not, it's okay. I will see you guys in a few hours. Stay blessed and stay safe. Guys, have a good day today. It's really, well, it's very cloudy here today, but have a good day all the same. Ooh, ow.